Have you ever needed 2,000 cans of bread? Well, the Craigslist free section has you covered. Hello and welcome to episode 34 of Soup Saturday. My name is Rek, and today we've got a new soup to try. The soup of the day is old-fashioned potato ham chowder. I didn't even know that potato and ham chowder was a thing. I guess it makes sense. I've only ever really heard of clam chowder. Now let's try this soup. This is a very thick soup. There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't know how I should feel about this. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. I have no... Clam chowder's good, so maybe this will be fine. It smells kind of weird, though. I think it's the ham. The ham smells weird. So it's not, like, terrible. Yeah, that's chowder, I guess. 2,000 plus cans, Pillsbury French bread, 10-inch loaves. The Greenville Rescue Mission recently received a pallet of Pillsbury French bread and cannot use it. There are over 200 cases of 12 cans each. You must take all of it, not a portion. You will need a truck, van, or very large SUV. What am I supposed to do with 2,000 cans of bread? Why do I have to take all of them? Like, can't we just portion this out into smaller amounts and then maybe give them out to people? I don't know that anybody's gonna take 2,000 cans of bread. I don't know what this mission is, but can't we donate these to like a food pantry or just donate them somewhere? There's nowhere that's gonna take 2,000 cans of bread. We're just gonna hand them out on Craigslist. I'm all for recycling and, you know, if food is still good, giving it to people who need it. 2,000 cans of bread on a random Craigslist post? Who is going to take this? Also, aren't these supposed to be, like, refrigerated? Or don't they have, like, an expiration date on them? Who's going to take all these and use them before they're even bad? Are they even still good at this point? Like, I don't think there's that many people that are looking at Craigslist. So these are probably going to be sitting for a while, let alone people, you know, looking at Craigslist that can actually take all 2,000 cans of this. You guys are going to be stuck with these for a while, unfortunately. You could literally make French bread every day for like 6 years if you got all of these. At this point, you might as well just start making them and handing out, you know, the loaves of bread to people. Just start firing up that oven, start baking bread. Get to it. Don't let these things go to waste. Start baking bread, make all of them, give them out to people. It's also literally on a pallet. It's probably too heavy to be in a normal car. It's gonna break whoever's car is, you know, picking this up. Free bread though, if anybody wants it. 2,000 cans and you have to take literally all of it. I don't know if it's just like the mix of like the ham and the potatoes. Whatever it is, it's not great. Usually ham and like mashed potatoes are fine or something. Whatever is in this chowder, I don't like this combination. This is mostly potato, just like clam chowder, but the potatoes taste kind of weird. I don't know how to pin it. Like, I don't know how to describe what they taste like, but they just taste off. Like, they taste different than the potatoes in clam chowder, and they just taste weird. Utz cheese balls. Bought for a party and only a handful were eaten. I don't like them, so would like to get rid of them. Oh, sweet. Cheese balls that have already been touched by other people's fingers? Perfect. That's exactly what I want. I know it's, like, not really that big of a deal. I still don't really think that it's a good idea to get opened food items from random people on the internet. Especially Craigslist. Craigslist is a weird place to just be getting open food containers, but to each their own, somebody might want this. This is also a huge jar of cheese balls. I don't even know what you'd do with this. Just throw them away at this point. If you knew that you didn't like them, why didn't you just let somebody from the party take them home with them? I'm sure somebody probably would have taken them who would eat them. Now you're just stuck with like a million cheese balls. This is such a big jug of cheese balls too. I'm like not a fan of cheese balls because they taste like styrofoam and they're gross. Maybe just like put them outside for the birds or something. Let the birds eat them. I'm sure they'll do that if you just start throwing handfuls outside. They're kind of gross though, so I can understand why nobody really ate them. Maybe don't try to give them away on the internet because I don't think anybody wants these. Maybe just do the bird thing. Go feed them to the birds. The birds will take them. Either way, we need to just stop getting rid of opened food items on the internet. Somebody could have absolutely just sucked on all of these cheese balls and put them back in the jar for all you know. Why would you want them? So like the ham isn't really that great. The ham is kind of dry and it has like this weird like gritty texture to it. It's not like juicy or good. There's a lot of chunks in it though. Igloo dog kennel. Large dog kennel. First off, I'd like to point out, this isn't a dog kennel. It's like literally just a little plastic house. Not a kennel. You can't lock the dog in this. This thing looks like it went through war and back. It's all chewed up and broken and completely disgustingly dirty. Why are we just trying to get rid of trash on the internet? Big fan of recycling. I like using things that, you know, if they still got life in them, fine. Reuse them, give them to somebody else who will use them. Perfect. This is actual trash. It's okay to throw some things away when it's their time to throw them away. It's this doghouse's time. Throw it in the trash. I feel like this is acceptable to just get rid of this. Nobody's gonna take this from you. I'm sorry. It also looks like you have a dumpster behind it in the background of the photo. Just put the doghouse in there. Put it out of its misery. I'm just gonna say it. I like clam chowder better than this. Potato and ham chowder, I'm glad I've never heard of this before. Tiny cube of meat. Yeah, this ham just tastes old. 5 gallons of used motor oil. 5 gallons of used oil pickup. I'll blur out your zip code so people don't find you. But why? Again, this is just more literal trash. You can't do anything with used motor oil. Get rid of it. As far as I know, there's nothing that you can do with used motor oil. You kind of just have to go recycle it. Because it's literally just a hazard to have it. At least you put it in like sealed proper containers. Fun fact, they also have places that you can get rid of this for free. If you take it to Walmart, an auto parts store, they'll recycle it for free. And you don't have to do anything. You just bring it there and give it to them. Out of your hands. Instead, it's just literally been sitting here for, when was this posted? 20 days ago? You could have gotten rid of it by now. You could have just taken it to Walmart or whatever, and it would be gone, and it would be recycled and taken care of in a safe way. Instead, you just have it rotting and probably going to ruin something in the environment later on. So I wonder if there's one guy that just goes and like scours Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and other websites like that just to collect all these jugs of used motor oil that people are trying to get rid of. I feel like there's got to be somebody who's just going around collecting this stuff. Probably like an arson or something, but I mean, like, what else do you do with it other than just destroy the environment or start fires? Like, at least I give you a lot of stuff in this soup, but it's not great. I'm pretty sure this is just like 95% potato. The Noogle vent extender for vehicle. Not really sure how you misspelled it when the picture is literally below it. But let's continue on. Vent extender for vehicle. This works well to bring hot or cold air to the back seat of a car for kids in cars that may not have the optimal temperature in the rear. In the rear, there is a little mildew on the fabric, but the fabric can easily cut off if that bothers you. If that bothers you, mildew should bother anybody. I don't know that anybody wants to breathe that in, especially somebody who's, putting this in their car for their children to literally blast air through into their face. They're going to just breathe in all the mildew in this thing. So, no. This thing also just looks funny. Like, I've never heard of a Noogle before. Noggle? What does that even mean? Noggle. Who is realistically just buying this thing and then putting a whole tube just through the middle of their car? Just tell your kids to suck it up, or like crank the AC or whatever. Why do you have to have a whole tube just going through your car? Especially if it's going to just get gross. Nobody wants a mildew tube. I'm assuming the inside is just like plastic or something, but this is just a stupid thing. This is just stupid. Throw it away. Why does this product even exist? Is there that much of a need for tubes to redirect air in your car? My soup got cold. I don't really like this one. Are you sponge worthy? Yes, you can take possession of this sponge if you are worthy. Only you know your level of need, so convince me you are worthy and you may have this. Worthy? What am I, Thor? Is this sponge just cursed so that only certain people are allowed to just, possess it and use it? And why am I the one that has to convince you if I'm worthy? Isn't that the sponge's decision to decide if I'm worthy enough to wield it? You have this post all backwards. You're going to get nowhere with this. I like that it's on the ground in the picture, which implies that you weren't able to pick it up and you weren't worthy of possessing the sponge. So you're just trying to find somebody who can remove it from the ground who actually is worthy enough to be able to lift it. But I'm sure somebody can make use of this sponge, right? It's just a sponge. Why can't you just make use of it? No, you can't. Nobody wants it. I'm sure somebody can make use of the sponge, but to me this is just another pointless post, because who's going to come meet you just to get a sponge? You could literally just use this yourself instead of trying to make somebody take this from you. Spoiler alert, nobody wants it. This guy has posted about this sponge about 6 different times over the past month. Nobody wants it. At this point, dude, just throw it away. Or just use it and then throw it away. Nobody wants this thing. Somebody take this even if you don't want his and toss it in the trash. Just throw it away yourself then. Why make somebody come get it from you just to throw it away? Throw it away, dude. Just throw it away. Gotta make sure you mix it nice. At least this soup isn't killing me like last week. Toy voodoo dolls. Free voodoo dolls. See picture, pickup only. Posted 2 months ago. Nice try. I know haunted dolls when I see them. These things are 100% cursed. If whoever ends up obtaining these is gonna probably just explode. But they've been sitting there for 2 months, so I have a feeling that nobody's ever gonna take these. It's funny that they say voodoo on them, like it wasn't obvious that they're, just cursed voodoo dolls, but I like that, we're upfront about it. Follow-up question, who are the voodoo dolls connected to, that you're torturing with them? Or are they just free and they haven't been synced to anybody yet, so they're just waiting for somebody to take them and connect them to somebody so that they can torture people with them? Could be a good opportunity for somebody who needs to torture 2 people. So if you have enemies, there's 2 voodoo dolls free for the taking that, you know, might help you out. I like that this one has like a little bag. I'm very curious as to what's inside the little trinket bag. What little trinkets are in there? Oh, maybe it's just like a little bag that when you put like somebody's hair or like a tooth or something in, so that way it, you know, it sinks to them so that you can torture them. That must be it. Ugh, that bite wasn't good. Let's just talk about this soup. Old-fashioned potato and ham chowder wasn't great. I didn't really have any expectations going into this. Had no idea what this was going to taste like. I've had clam chowder before, and like clam chowder's good. This isn't as good. I don't know if it's the combination of ham and potato in this chowder, or if it's just like the ingredients themselves, but this wasn't like a great soup. I don't know if it's just the can or if this is how it always tastes. Specifically the ham that was in this one, it tasted weird. It wasn't like juicy. Whenever I think of ham, like I'm thinking of like a ham steak, right? Where it's like juicy and like soft and just kind of tastes good. And the ham in this is like small chunks. It kind of tasted like grainy and weird, and it just tasted off. And the potatoes also tasted off. I don't really know why, but they tasted different than like the potatoes in a clam chowder for some reason. I'd assume it was the same thing just with ham, but I don't know if it's just the combination, but it wasn't great. It wasn't terrible, but if I'm gonna go for a chowder, I would prefer to just have a clam chowder than this. They just need to put better ham in this soup. Overall, it tasted weird, and I didn't really enjoy it. It wasn't that great of a soup. I want to give this soup a rating, and it's not going to be a good one. I think I'm going to give this like a 4. I'm going to give the soup a rating of a 4 because it just didn't taste great. It wasn't the worst. Like, I didn't gag like and have to force myself to eat it, but it wasn't an enjoyable soup to eat. It was bonus points for it actually like having stuff in it. It came with a lot of stuff in it. It was mostly potato, but the flavor wasn't there. It just tasted kind of bland, and then the flavor that was there wasn't good. So 4 out of 10. That 4 out of 10 is pushing it too. 4 is being generous. But yeah, if you need 2,000 cans of bread or voodoo dolls, head over to Craigslist and take a look at some of the free stuff they got over there. But that's going to about do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe below. Check out some of the other videos. Join the soup community. Each week, we're trying out a new soup, taking a look at some stuff. This week, we just happen to be looking at people literally just getting rid of trash on Craigslist. But I hope everyone had a good Halloween, and if you haven't already, check out last week's episode. We did the Halloween special for Soup Saturday. Last week we ate ghost pepper soup for the Halloween special, and I almost died, so I'll link it below. Please go check it out, because I was on the toilet for the entire day after. Please watch it. But thank you again for watching. My name is Rec, and this has been Soup Saturday. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.